Aloha.
I am Kristara Laksmi-Ditton,
And I'm Michael Ditton.
and we are Infinite.
Activation coming to you from Imperial Beach, California, southern San Diego.
And one of our main missions is definitely to transform lives
Absolutely.
and help people to transition through these challenging times.
Transformation navigators. That's our
Yeah.
new thing.
Yeah, very exciting.
Yeah.
So we are slowly kind of settling in San Diego.
Yeah, we're in the 90% range settled, but there's
Yeah.
going to be some fine tuning for a while.
So, and today we were thinking back about this page which we made as we were in Ponce Desert looking for our new home.
Mhm.
And we want to talk about this process of how to manifest your dreams. And we actually make a list of what we wish, and then we start to look whatever we need according to that list. And it's kind of like a little container. It helps to keep yourself on track in a way.
Yeah, manifesting, through voice is good, putting out what your desires are and everything else. But if you use voice and you write it down, it has more power and it's more impactful.
Yeah.
And we strongly believe that, if you want good things to come or you have desires for certain things, not just to say it, but to say it and write it and make sure that you continually look at it, go through it, and consciously work towards it, and it will actually materialize.
So in this process, we actually used one of the main core formulas for a manifestation or creation. So first, it always starts with a thought.
Absolutely.
So, and then we can put it down or remember the thought. It's easier to put down because you have, I think an average person has like 70,000 thoughts per day or even more. So it's a lot of.
Some days I have more, some
Yeah,
days I have less.
Lots of thoughts to remember,
Today, lots.
So you put it down, and then according to the thing what you need, you can even categorize it, so it makes it easier. And then you start to also voice it. You start to talk about it to possibly people who really support your dream. Or
put it out there.
Yeah. And then you also start to behave like you already have it, or if not, then we will share our story, like what we did to kind of make it more real for ourselves.
Yeah.
And then you take action to really, in the physical world, what is it you need to do to make that, happen? Because you are a physical being, so you have to do something physically to make these things happen. So as well, we couldn't have been here in San Diego without those physical steps. So,
yeah, I mean, you can have all the manifestation thoughts and ideas and written on paper and speaking, but obviously, we had to come here and look for those things. But in the process of looking, we knew what we were trying to manifest. So we knew what we were looking for, and we expected it to be presented to us. It takes a little while, but the more that you do that, the more likely is that it's going to happen. And we'll kind of get into our story, but basically we actually manifested 2 properties.
Yeah.
And
we had a list of like A4 list where we put the things which we really knew that we needed or would like to have. And we just kind of go through this list and explain how it actually manifested. So we had here first, we put single
family home versus apartment or condo or something
and
like that.
We actually manifested it. We in the end, we had that single house, and then we had this one here on the beach, which is part of the complex of other.
Yeah, there's actually, it's a single level, but there's 3 units in this single level. So, but it is it's almost like a single family. It's not a standalone house, but there's nobody above us. So it's close enough.
And also, we were also thinking of our budget, so we put down there what's budget, what's the maximum for us, and it actually
realistically, of course.
Yeah, and it actually it went into that, so it kind of matched our expectations.
Yeah, funny enough, it was within $100 to $200 of our budget. It was also within $100 of another property, the 2 that we had. So, I mean, everything was falling into place.
Yeah. Then we have put here minimum preferred size 1,000 square feet, and I think this one is 600, so it's pretty close.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit bigger than that. The house was definitely
outside,
bigger, but when you get down closer to the beach, which is we are, the price goes up and the property size goes down.
Yeah. And then one additional room was really important for us, so 2 bedrooms, so that we could use one as a guest room or office, and then the other one as our own bedroom, and that is also what we have here.
Yep.
So really nice. And then we put clean and possibly newly redone, and that's
which this one was.
This one was like, it was almost, you could smell the paint. It was just so like fresh. And also, house machines, like fridge was new, even the washing machine for plates, and we also the dryer.
Yeah,
washing
dishwasher
machine.
We have, which we don't really use a whole lot, but brand new stackable full-size washer and dryer, which is huge. I mean, after being without for a while.
Yeah, it's like
full-size refrigerator, a kitchen, a fully functional kitchen that I can now cook in.
Oven. And all of these things, they make a difference, like, with
quality
of life, and also it makes your life easier. Like, imagine if you don't have washer and dryer, you have to collect your things and take them to the laundromat, and it's extra time, it's
extra money. And we've done that, but we chose not to, which was why it was on our list.
So that's good. So we didn't get the yard with this one. We had it with the house one, but then we chose this one. We have a little area where we can actually, be outside.
Fence back area, but our yard is a block away, and it's called the beach, in the ocean.
So we decided for that. And also one thing which I was kind of hinting earlier, we actually, before we made the decision to come here, we actually came back here one evening to just walk around in the evening
neighborhood
time.
And see what the neighborhood was like after hours.
And it was really nice. We saw lots of families, walking, young people, and it was very vibrant, lots of happiness. I mean, beach always makes people happy,
Makes me happy.
Yeah, and then we're like, wow, this is really, we did lots of research, of course, online. We had like little mixed here and there, but then we also realized it's actually really a newly kind of what you call developed and blossoming area of town, which
this area has been high and it's been low, and it's on the rise again. So it's been going through a lot of redevelopment. There's been a lot of influx of money into it to make the beach area and the businesses along here really nice. So it's an up and coming area. I mean, it's nice now, but it's on the growth cycle.
And we also put safe area, which this area is. We haven't had trouble so far, and it doesn't feel like, I feel like everyone is actually like really friendly and kind of watching out for each other. So that way too, close to San Diego. So when we actually drive there, it's like sometimes even like 15 minutes.
Well, technically we're in southern San Diego. So there's 3 different, that kind of broke San Diego up in the southern, and then downtown or central, and then northern San Diego. It's a really big county. So we're in the southern part, known as Imperial Beach, or one of the areas in the southern part.
Then we put quiet area and street, and the like back windows of the bedroom, and then also the office room on the what you call like a alleyway or. So this is pretty quiet. So it's basically just people's personal cars going by, which really helps. Like if I'm working here, like really like focus. So that's a really good thing, and like not crazy traffic like some places had, which we looked for.
So without going through the whole list,
we have a couple of good ones.
I mean, parking or garage. We didn't get the garage here, which is kind of a bummer, but we do have ample parking off street, and in any beach area, off street parking is very valuable because the streets in the evenings and on the weekends gets very packed. So we've got that. The other house that we looked at had a garage, which would have been nice, and a yard, but basically, well, I'll go over that in a minute. We've got a couple other things. What do you got?
So also that we have easy access to the freeway, which is like we have actually 2 freeways very close, so that helps. We got the internet connected, and we have really good internet, which is really nice too. We kind of really don't have a view, but we can just walk 5 minutes and we have an.
It doesn't even take 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's about 1 minute.
Yeah. And we even put here possible fireplace, and we actually have a heater inside. Yeah. Which is it's a little complicated right now, but
we don't need a fireplace here. Yeah. So it would have been fun, but not necessary.
And we put also here that we move in 1st of October, and that's exactly when we moved in.
Yep, October 1st.
So, and happy, light, and richer, good neighborhood, and that's what it is. And the house also, we didn't feel any like bad energies or anything. Of course, we did our energy clearing here too, but it felt really good, and we felt like very home in no time.
Yeah, so the single family standalone home was up on the hill, and it was a nice area, and it was a standalone home, backyard, which we could have, you know, the pleasure of the backyard garden and everything else, and a garage which would also serve as storage. And it was really nice. Or we had this opportunity down here, a little bit smaller, no yard, no garage, but it does have ample parking. And what it boiled down to is lifestyle. Okay, we knew that the next couple of years, you know, starting up infinite activation plus some other things that we got going on, there'd be less time to take care of a yard and do gardening and everything else. And the pleasure and peace and tranquility that this beach community brings, it was the deciding factor.
And also community of people.
And community, and there's a better feel of community or presence down here. So, you know, it actually was a difficult decision to make at the time, but right after we made it and we got here, it was like, oh my God, we made the right decision.
Yeah. But also, when you have also a difficult situation like that, you know, like, they kind of both look like really good. We actually did the pros and cons, which is always good. And we also did actually energy testing. So I have different tips and tools how we can, you know, do that. And you can ask different questions, and your energy and your, you know, your spirit knows also where it would like to be. And every time we were testing this place, it was like, you know, the energy was like stretching and kind of like,
expansive.
Very like, you know, active. And when we took that other one was like kind of more static. So it's very important also what's your goal. Like Michael said, that our goal is this and that. So the place where you live needs to really support your life mission and your talents and your goals, and also logistics, because you know, you don't want to live God knows where and then like sit in a car several hours a day. So kind of look into all of these aspects. So so we hope that this video gives you some inspiration, and if you're in a process of manifesting something, this is the way to go. The creativity and creation formula, thought, write it down, put things in motion and take action, and it will manifest. It's just, there is no other way. It has to manifest. So, and in this process, of course, remember, it's important to be positive.
Absolutely.
And, you know, also, like we were walking here, around here, we already imagine how it is to live here, you know, and that helps because you actually put that positive emotion, and it feeds this idea or dream what you have, about what you have. So,
yeah, and it's a beautiful area, and we're blessed to be here, and we got lots of fun and exciting things coming.
Yeah. And if you are in a stage where you also feel that you would like to, you know, manifest faster and bigger, we are about to relaunch our new program, AMA. So maybe you say a couple of words about that, and we can put the link here.
Yeah, the attract more abundance, how to attract more abundance. And there's, within this program, you'll get some tools just for becoming familiarized with it. But in the program itself, it provides 3 of the top 3 tools that you need to get started. And attract more abundance. We're going to rewrite it. I don't know if we want to put the link in here quite yet, because it's not quite fully finished. But what we'll do is we'll put a link in so that you can stay in touch with us in regards to it if you choose. We'll figure out how to do that. But this program is going to help you through that manifestation process. A lot of times we can't fully manifest a complete holistic abundance, and we explain that through the program, because we might have a blockage somewhere. So through this program, you'll be able to do mapping and identifying of any potential blockages, and with the tools, you'll see how to do that, and you'll get through that. Once you do that, you remove those blockages. Once you do that, then there's a process that you can use with time management and a multidimensional process that we do to help expand that time. And a lot of that has to do with proper time management. So you will actually have more time to do the things that you desire to do. So we're very excited to be relaunching this program, and we should have this one out pretty soon.
Yeah, so just imagine what would your life be for you and your family if you wouldn't have to worry about the money anymore, or abundance in many forms. You wake up and you stretch yourself and you just imagine, what am I gonna do today?
Yep.
Like, am I going surfing, or I don't know, paragliding or whatever? Maybe we'll go to Costa Rica with my family today. You have absolutely no limitations because you have figured out how to manifest massive abundance and putting in use all your talents and gifts and so on. And then of course your family will be also so much more happier because you have figured something out, and hopefully it's not just for one time thing. It's gonna probably help you to build your legacy as well.
Right. So. And when you manifest more abundance, yes, it means good for you and your family, but the nice thing about filling your own cup and overflowing is you then have the ability to help others if you choose, which is what Crystal and I prefer to do. And what we want to do is, obviously we do want to enjoy the rest of it as well, but we want to continue to fill our cup and manifest as much abundance as we can, because then we can spread it further and further around the world.
Yes, so that's the best. You have a job which you love and doing what you love, using your talents and gifts. And this is a reminder to all of you, that is why we are here. We are not here to struggle. We are here to really fully enjoy and live life to the fullest. Yeah. So thank you so much. Share this with at least 5 friends, and till we see again.
Mahalo.
Mahalo.